How to be more consistent by building your Keystone Habit. On today's show, welcome to Your Profit. I am your host, certified life and financial coach, Joe Shortridge. On today's show, I want to talk about what's called a Keystone Habit. Okay, the Keystone Habit is the habit that holds all the rest of the habits together. Okay, it's the most important habit. And I want to call this like the 30-day mindset because we want to do this for 30 days. Okay, I want you to think about this for 30 days. Now, some other self-help practitioners tell you to disappear for 30 days or 100 days or 50 days. But I don't see that possible in today's world because we're so busy. Okay, now you could do it. You could disappear and, not see anyone, not talk to anyone, anything like that, and really focus on your 30 days. But I want to be reasonable with you. I mean, it's not possible. Like myself, I still have to go to work. I still have to do that. But what we could do is we could disappear for 30 days in the sense that when you come home from work, you come right home and you work on yourself. Okay, you're going to have to tell your friends and family that you're going to be left alone because you're working on yourself. And when you come home, don't get on social media. Let's put away social media for 30 days. Couldn't you do that? I think you can. I mean, it'll be tough at first. Trust me. I know I'm addicted. I am a Facebook addict. But it can be done for 30 days. And when you start doing this, you're going to have to restructure how your day is. You're going to have to restructure what you do during the day. And it all comes with it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Your friends are not going to like it. Your family may not like it. But you really have to tell them, hey, I'm working on myself. Just give me 30 days. I'll be back. I'll be back. And I'll be better. And if they get mad at that, you don't need them type of people in your life. That's one of the things is get the right people in your life. Let's get your circle of friends, people that are going to uplift you. Some people might have family members that they can't get out of their life. And I don't recommend getting your family members out of your life, but you can actually tell them that this is the way it's going to be just for 30 days, leave me alone. And if they argue about it, too bad. You got to work on yourself. Okay. In order to do this, you're going to have to change up different things in your life. You're going to have to rearrange things, how, the time that you do things and stuff. But it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. And getting out of your comfort zone is kind of a good thing. Okay. One of the things that happens when you get out of your comfort zone is you're building the new neural pathways in your brain. You're changing your physical brain. And I recommend this because we only grow when we're out of our comfort zone. So you want to be out of your comfort zone for a little bit. I mean, it's simple things. Like one of the things that I do is, I work in a factory and I drive to work every morning and it's only 3 miles down the road. So I always take the same road there and the same road back every day. But there's some days where I'll just be like, I'm going a different way. I'll go up into Michigan and come down or something. Or I'll go, instead of going out this way, I'll go out the other way. It's a change of pace. You really do need to change up every once in a while. Another one that a lot of self-help people talk about is if you're right-handed, start doing stuff with your left hand. And that alone will help you change your life because you're building those new neural pathways in your brain by doing something different. And that's what it's all about. That's what I talk about on this show, is you have to change the way that you live to get where you want to be. Okay? So here's the goal for the next 30 days. First, you're going to have to think about what is the outcome? What do you want to achieve? And like I said, what do you want? Now, don't say, I don't want this, I don't want this. No, what do you want? Okay, so you're going to have to think about what the outcome is going to be. Okay. What do you want to change? What is the outcome? Okay, so I said that enough. What can you do to make that happen? Okay, so let's talk about that. So let's first talk about what a keystone is. Okay, some of you may not know what a real keystone is, but a keystone is the center topmost stone on an arch, which when in place holds all the other stones together. It locks them in place and bears the weight of the whole arch. And if that keystone is not in place, the arch is going to fall down. So the keystone is the most important stone in that arch. Metaphorically, the term keystone can also be used to describe a critical element or a central component in any system or structure that stabilizes you for success. For example, a key player in a project or an organization can be described as the keystone of the team. He's the one that holds everything together. In this, as a habit, it holds the rest of the habits together. So let's talk about waking up early. Okay, that's your keystone habit. That's going to change all the other habits. It's going to put all those habits in line. Is you have to wake up earlier. And even though it's a simple thing, it's going to be the most important thing that you do. Getting up early. The reason why that is the keystone habit is because you have to get up a little earlier to accomplish the goals that you want to do. Me, I had to set my alarm clock an hour earlier to get up to meditate. Okay, granted, I only take 15 minutes to meditate, but I set my alarm clock an hour earlier. So I wake up, and even though I wrote the book on doing things in the morning, I'm not a morning person. Okay, so the alarm goes off. I have to have an alarm or else I'll wake up at 9 o'clock. The alarm goes off. I shut it off and I sit up in bed. And I just sit on the edge of the bed and I do my morning meditation. It's only about 5 to 15 minutes. It varies, but let's just say it's 15 minutes. And the thing that I meditate on in the morning is how I want to live my life in 5 years. And this goes back to the law of attraction and the law of action and putting out into the universe what you want. Because whatever you put out in the universe will give back. Okay? It's not going to give, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say it doesn't give back negative, but it will. It'll get back negative stuff if you're constantly saying, why can't I, why can't I, why can't I? Then the universe is going to go, because you can't. But one of the things that I meditate on is my log cabin. And I know I bring this up in a lot of shows, but I have a picture of a log cabin on the wall. And when you think about this, when you do your morning meditation and you really put yourself in that mindset of having that stuff already, because as you know, if you tell your brain that you already have this, the universe is going to help you get it. Your brain doesn't realize the difference between something you make up and something that actually happened. So use that to your advantage. My example of my log cabin. I can tell you what the wood on the porch sounds like when I step on it. I can tell you how the door sounds when I open it. What the smells are inside there. The fireplace, the wood, how does the carpet feel on your feet? What are the sounds do you hear? Do you hear the crackle of the fire? Do you feel the texture of the wood? That's the kind of thing. That's how far down deep you need to think about. And by doing that, you're telling the universe, this is exactly what I want. And the universe will give it to you. I always say, I'll work for it. I'm willing to work for it. I don't want anything for free. I'll work for it. So I'm moving ahead and I'm on track to get that. I've got my car paid off. I almost have this house paid off, stuff like that. I'm on track. And by having your Keystone habit in place, you will accomplish your goals too. And what I want you to do is have your Keystone habit is waking up in the morning, an hour early. It's going to be tough at first. You're going to think, well, wait a minute. Why am I doing this? How can I accomplish this? And that's called the imposter syndrome. You're going to have that. The imposter syndrome is when you think, well, I'm not good enough for this, or how can I accomplish this stuff? Okay, it's going to happen. You will feel that. You will have the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome can affect anyone. It affects me. My other show, the 222 Paranormal Podcast, is doing really good. Okay, the rankings just came out, and we're ranked in the top 3% of all podcasts of global listeners. That's good. And we worked hard for that. But I still get the imposter syndrome. Even when I have people message me and want me to be on their show, I'm like, me? Why do you want me? But that happens. Imposter syndrome will bring a lot of fear into your life. Okay, so accept it, understand what's happening, and just step aside. Step aside fear, and overcoming it is hard work, but you will do it. So be prepared for the imposter syndrome to pop up. Okay, so for the next 30 days, I want you to do something. I want you to wake up early, and you're going to take the first 6 days of that and just wake up and don't do anything. Okay? Then, after the 6th day, start doing stuff in the morning. Okay? Start meditating or stuff like that. I highly recommend meditation as your morning routine. So, we talk about the Keystone habits, and a lot of other people will say that waking up early is not a Keystone habit, that other things are. But it is. Let's go over some other Keystone habits that you can have. One is exercise. Regular exercise boosts your energy levels. It improves your mental health, mental clarity. It enhances your mood, increases productivity. Exercise is good. And, you've heard me say it a bunch of times that you need to exercise. That could be considered a Keystone habit because it's the habit that helps all the other habits. Better concentration, better mood, you lose weight, stuff like that. Meal planning could be another one. Now, meal planning, when you plan your meals ahead, it improves your diet, it reduces stress, it helps you decide what to eat, it prevents unhealthy snacking because you have the meals made for you there, and it saves money and time. So that could be another one. Another one is the morning routine. Okay. And as you see, I got my notes here. I have to have my notes. And you should see me when I try to do these shows without my notes. But a morning routine. Now, this is where I want you to be. I want you to do that morning routine. I want you to do, for the next 30 days, get up early. For the first 6 days, just get up and don't do anything. Okay. But then figure out what you want to do. Figure out a habit that you want to do. But I want you to dig a little deeper on that. And that's why I say the Keystone habit that we're going to work on for the next 30 days is just waking up early. And then you can work on your morning routines. But for the first 6 days, let's just wake up early. And then you can figure out what you want your morning routine to be. It could be that you get up, you shower, and you go walk. Or you get up and you exercise, then shower. Or you get up and read. Reading is another Keystone habit because regular reading stimulates the brain. It increases the knowledge, of course. It improves your vocabulary and communication skills. And it helps with stress relief. And I believe that reading is very important too because what's called the theater of the mind. If you're not reading textbooks, you're reading stories. And as you're reading, you're picturing what that story is like in your mind. You can't get that with TV. And even kind of listening to audiobooks. You can't really get that with audiobooks either, but reading is a very important thing to do. You can make that into your morning habit. You could wake up, read 2 chapters, and then shower and get ready for work. That would be a good one. But one of the things that I recommend doing is meditation. And, you can choose what you want to do, but this is what I want you to do. I'm going to tell you what I want you to do, and then you can change if you want. I want you to get up an hour earlier. I want you to meditate, just like I do. I want you to meditate first thing in the morning. And the reason why I say the first thing in the morning is because when you first wake up, you're in that alpha state. Your brain's in that waking up state, and you absorb so much more. And you'll change your life just by doing that. And that's why I come up with my book, The 14-Day Morning Affirmation Transformation, which is available on Amazon. It's $12 on Amazon. Pick it up. What you do is you wake up in the morning and you open to that page that you're on. You read out loud with passion the affirmation, and then you answer a couple questions. And that puts you in the mindset, and it helps you. It really jumpstarts your day. So do me a favor, pick up my book, The 14-Day Morning Affirmation Transformation. The link will be in the show notes, but just look up my name on Amazon, Joe Shortridge, and it'll come up. Social connection is another one that could be considered a key habit, but let's put that off for 30 days. Let's not meet new people for 30 days. Let's tell your family that you're working on yourself, and let's get this done. So that's basically what I got for you today. So let's go over what I want you to do. And, I say what I want you to do. You can do whatever you want, but this will be my guidepost for you to help you out. For the next 30 days, I want you to wake up an hour early. That's it. That's your Keystone Habit. Just wake up an hour early. Once you get the 6 days are over, then you can add stuff to it, whether it's meditation, reading, exercise, whatever. But let's make that your Keystone Habit is getting up an hour early. In 30 days, you'll thank me. So start today, figure out what you want, what's your outcome, and go from there. You can do it. It's going to be tough at first, but just like anything else, you can do it. All right? Let me know how you do it. After your 30 days, put in the comments, come back to this video, put in the comments how you did. And let me know. And, let me know if I can help you in any way. You can message me through my Facebook page. Okay? Just, say, hey, what's your suggestion on this? I'll help you out. That's what I'm here for. So, anyways, like I said in the beginning, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share this show with your friends. Let your friends know about it. Okay? We need all the help we can get. They changed the algorithms, so a lot of this is not being pushed out to people that really need our help. They need mine and yours help. So do that for me, and I will talk to you in the next video.